make a video of my place. Probably title it as my place so that people that watch my videos probably will just be the ones that will come up with the search of it. So anyway, I got about 3 acres. Kind of really hard to tell what you're really looking at in a camera, but I bought it about a year and a half ago. I currently live in a trailer park, but bought this. It's actually set up for a double wide. It would sit here, but the bad thing is the piers don't line up with my frame, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But I built this playhouse, and there's a septic tank here for the double wide, and I put a pretty much just a toilet in there. So it's not just a playhouse, but there's a toilet in there, and it's actually big enough that you could probably put some blow-up mattresses if I wanted to camp out or something. As far as like the perimeters of this place, I don't know if you can see the furthest telephone pole. It'd be like the lightest colored one. It's about 10 foot on the other side of that, and then it kind of runs down. See if I can zoom it in. There's right behind that trailer, and there's a big maple tree, pretty much the biggest tree you see there. Runs down to about that, and then runs back out to the road. But one of the benefits of this place, just having only 3 acres is kind of hard for like riding 4-wheelers around on just 3 acres. My uncle, which lives up there, he has like 8 acres, and then I have a cousin over there, he has like 4. And then on the other side of the road, which we hardly ever go over there, but sometimes they invite us over, I have a cousin over there, they have like 40-some acres. So there's family all around, makes it kind of nice. You can be loud, play loud music, be loud on the 4-wheelers, and nobody really complains. And they do the same thing, like they go out and they shooting shotguns and stuff. Everybody around here is pretty, as long as you ain't destroying somebody else's stuff or whatever. But I got a burn pit, and I tell you, this is a neat thing here. It's an oil drum, like one of them old fuel oil drums, cut in half. Skids fit perfect in that. So you can find them like really cheap or free. Some people just want to give them away. This is my 4-wheeler shed. I don't know, it's kind of a big shed, so they might actually consider it some kind of building on my taxes. I'm just waiting for that to go up. But there's an 8x12 deck on the front of it. And the big doors, I started out with a little door, and my family has like 2 different bands in it. And occasionally they like to come out here to play. Well, you got to have some kind of a stage. So when you open the doors up, and there's like little pins on each side that holds the doors, it makes a small but usable stage. They haven't used it yet, but this building actually was a trailer. It kind of went. You can still see on the ground where the snow's. There's more snow there where it was. But when I first bought this place, we like just tore open the side of the trailer and like pulled a car trailer along the side of it, and the band set up on it. So that's what really got me interested in building the stage. But I don't know, maybe next summer or something we might use it, but so far nobody's wanted to use it. One of the bad thing is right now I don't have any like regular power out here. Everything runs on a generator. And the band played with the generator with no trouble, but it did have like noise feedback coming through from the generator, and I think maybe once I get regular power hooked up, which I did put a new pole in. You might have seen it before. Let's see if I can zoom into it. Right beside that big tank, there's a brand new pole with a new box on it. I just gotta hook it up, get it hooked up. Electrician's like $50, and supposedly as long as they don't have to put new wire in, then it's free to hook it up. And behind the shed, I got Jenny generator. I did have last summer I had 3 tractors and 3 4-wheelers back here. And I try not to hoard stuff, but at the same time you need to have things. I like fabricating stuff. So here's my junk pile. I try to keep it, I got it on metal so that grass don't grow up through it and turn into an ugly, nasty, twisted up mess. These tires need to go to recycling. I can only do it once a year because I can get rid of 24 tires a year with my wife, 12 a piece for free. So over the year they kind of add up. I'm going to show you my bikes here in a little bit, but I started out with a bunch of Chinese ones, and right here's one of them. And I ended up buying pretty wore out Honda frames, name brand frames, bikes like rolling chassis, severely blowed up motors. Just wasn't worth it, to fix the money-wise to fix the stock one. So the engines on these things seem to be concrete. I mean, everything seems to be fine on them. It's just the frames on these things, just bad designs. I cut something off of there to do something else, but they always break in places. The arms, are pretty good, but the joints that they have on them is usually a little piece of metal, and then they have almost like a silicone injected between the two. Well, it works good for a couple of months, but it just doesn't hold up, and then you end up with something that's feels like a pile of crap. Same way with the rear swing arm. That seems to be the biggest. Yeah, that's where the rear swing arm bolted on. Sorry, but you can see, it just waddles around in there, and it's the same thing. It's like a little tube with injected rubber, and it doesn't hold up. And as soon as you start wearing out, you can't keep the chain on it. And then they're really heavy. I don't know. I think their frame problems mostly is just the design of them. It's not designed properly. But the frames are super heavy. I mean, they literally weigh twice as much as what a Honda or a Suzuki would. Got a couple mopeds in there, which I think I'm about putting them on Craigslist or something, because the motors are all junk, but the bodies are pretty good, and you can probably fix the seats. Be good for parts for somebody. My father-in-law gave them to me and want me to fix them up, but mopeds really don't work very good in a field. And I'm not really interested in going 25 mile an hour out on the road. Okay, inside the shed. Hold on a minute here, I gotta unlock it. Actually, just got here. I don't know what my time limit is on YouTube, but I see people with 18-minute videos. Oh, a second. These pins that holds the doors. Okay, and then my bikes. This is a Chinese bike. I bought 2 of them. One of them is hanging on the wall, then I even bought some extra fenders for it. And extra gas tanks on eBay. One of the gas tanks is from the other one. But certain things with this bike here, like if you buy this bike, let's see, it's a giant bike. It came with a 250 engine on it, but the bike weighs so much. And like literally, this thing weighs probably over 500 pounds. The 250 engine that's on it was a good motor, but just wasn't big enough for it. So I bought this a 300EX engine to put on it. I'll probably make separate videos of like this swap out and stuff I did to put it on, but kind of wrap this up a little bit. And then this is a 300EX. Right, I'm working on changing the front bearings on it, wheel bearings. But it has a CG250 Chinese engine, which is cloned after a CG125 Honda engine. Everybody likes the sound of this one. It kind of has like a Harley sound. It runs pretty decent too, being on a smaller chassis. The engine that came on the 300EX, or the Chinese bike that has a 300EX engine, is this engine. And this is a 250X Honda. And it works out perfect for this one as well. We got a big stereo, which I play my 80s hairband stuff on. And then all kinds of tools. So, and then I got other parts and stuff over there hanging on the wall, on a shelf. Well, there's my place, and if you got any comments, I was kind of reluctant to actually post videos of my stuff on here because you got haters and stuff that, you know, you should have just put the... And then, okay, another thing too is people's like, well, why don't you just put the 300EX motor on the 300EX? Well, all these things was bought in separately. I bought the motor. It's on the China bike that has a 300EX on it on eBay, and I didn't even own the other two when I did that. So, oh, we got a stack of tires over there. So anyway, I didn't want to. I was kind of reluctant to put this stuff on because people like to make fun of it and whatever. But hey, you don't have to ride them, and everybody here seems to enjoy them. So thanks for watching.